Hey everyone, Paul Richmond here, and it's Q&A time. You sent some Q, so I'm gonna serve the A. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through as many of these as I can in the short time that I have here on YouTube, so here we go. Marie wants to know, how did you meet Dennis, and how did you charm him to date you? I met Dennis, who is my husband, on New Year's Eve about 12 years ago in a chat room. This was before we had Grindr or anything like that, and I went online to try and find out where there was a good New Year's Eve party, and this guy popped up, this little window, and his picture looked sort of like the Unabomber. He had glasses and a hood or a hat, something. It was very like mysterious. I really did not know what this dude looked like. But we had a great conversation and he seemed really interesting. So we decided to make plans to meet, but he wasn't real into partying and I wanted to go out for New Year's Eve, so I told him he had to wait a few days, and we ended up going out to dinner later that week. We had an awesome first date. We're total opposites if you didn't get that impression already. He is very reserved, thoughtful, sophisticated, and I am this. A hot mess, basically. But somehow it works. RI wants to know, when's the pink hair coming back? I don't know if you guys remember, a few months ago I had neon pink hair for a little while. It was really fun. I don't know when it's coming back, or if. All of those chemicals and things didn't seem to, my hair didn't like that too much, so I don't know. I've got to kind of take care of what I've still got. Jennifer wants to know, how do you decide what book covers to do, or is that decided by the publisher? She's a huge TJ Klune fan and loves all the covers that I've done. Well, thank you, Jennifer. I have loved working with TJ and all the authors that I get to do book covers for, and I'm really lucky that the publisher that I'm working with, Dream Spinner Press, I'm actually a part of their art department team, so one of my responsibilities is assigning the covers. So I do get to kind of choose which artists get which stories, and that goes for myself too. I usually try to keep the ones for myself if an author has specifically requested me, or if it seems like something that would be a really good fit for my style or something like that. And a lot of times if we have a series like with TJ's, we try to keep those with the same artist so it will have a consistent look. Heather asks, is it weird that a mostly straight middle-aged woman might want a Cheesecake Boys coloring book? Girl, no! It's awesome! Middle-aged, mostly straight women have been my role models my whole life. We have a lot in common. So it totally makes sense that we would want to color the same coloring book. Women all over are coloring the Cheesecake Boys. These Cheesecake Boys are for everyone. And you can get it now at cheesecakeboy.com. Mary asks, do your ideas come from a vision in your head, or is the object or idea in front of you? Well, Mary, I like to suspend myself upside down so that all the blood rushes to my head, and that's when my greatest inspirations hit. Not really. My ideas come all the time, anytime, wherever I might happen to be. Usually it's when I am trying the least. So if I'm thinking about something else, or just doing daily things, that's when a lot of ideas come to me. I find it kind of hard to just sit down and say, right now I am going to have a brilliant idea. And then I just kind of sit there and nothing happens. So you just have to keep your eyes open and pay attention to what's around you, because usually it's like just random stuff that you see or hear or see online or whatever. I get ideas from all over the place. Now, when it comes to like reference material, I usually don't work from life. So like someone right in front of me, just because my process for painting, I paint in thick layers and I have to keep coming back to it week after week as each layer dries, so I couldn't possibly get somebody to commit to that amount of coming and sitting and holding that pose for that long. So I work from photos, either photos I take myself or that I acquire from people who've given me permission to work with them. Jenny wants to know, who or what is your most consistent inspiration? Dolly Parton? Inspiration for life, how to be a fabulous diva. When I was a kid, I wanted to grow up and be Dolly. That didn't quite happen, but I am poly. But inspiration for my art, I would say, just kind of comes from seeing creative stuff that other people do. That's really my biggest inspiration. I follow tons of artists on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, all of the social media, and so whenever I go on there, I'm seeing all the stuff that they're posting, whether it's teasers of their work or like finished pieces, and I just get so much inspiration from seeing what other creative people of all ages, all backgrounds, you know, even work that is totally different from mine. In fact, usually that's some of the most inspiring stuff, because I don't understand that whole process, where they're coming from, so I try to understand or think about what that artist was trying to do, and that just stretches my own kind of creative thinking. Okay, I think this is the last one we have time for. Mary wants to know, how do you stay so cute? Oh, Mary, I love you. Was that a heart? The answer to your question is, it is a rigorous regimen of good lighting, special lenses, and Photoshop filters. Thanks so much for hanging out today. I hope that we've answered all of life's most important questions for you here. If you like this video, go down and give it a like and leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought. You can ask other questions down there that maybe didn't get answered in the video, and I'll answer them for you if I like them. And while you're down there, maybe subscribe to my channel, because I would love to have you come back and hang out with me again next time. Until then, see you guys later. Bye bye!